project. Glad you're here. Glad I'm here. Glad you shared this on Facebook and told your grandma about it. Hi, Grandma. So I want to do something with this website and with this channel where I bring the truth to you as much as I possibly can, and that sometimes means I have to debunk myths. One of those myths is as follows: there are no stupid questions. Here's the truth. There are stupid questions. Okay, people ask them all the time. It's like when your teacher explains everything to the class already and she's like, there's not going to be a study guide because it's already in your notes. And then there's that one kid who's like, listens to the whole everything, and then he raises his hand at the end. He's like, so is there going to be a study guide or what? When you go to a coffee shop and you say, I'll take a black coffee, the barista asks you, okay, so that's one small black coffee. Did you want cream and sugar in that? No. This is what black coffee means. I just want it black. It's like when people are tall and the first thing that comes to your brain is to ask them, how's the weather up there? That's stupid. It's like when somebody asks me if my tattoos hurt. No, it feels like I got tickled by an angel. Yeah, it hurt. It's 1,000 burning safety pins stabbing ink into your skin. There are stupid questions. Here's the thing I want to know. Are we getting anywhere if we don't let people ask their stupid questions? I like to read articles. I fall for the occasional clickbait. And I scroll across these articles and these journals all the time that say 13 things you should never say to somebody who's been sad, or 15 things you should never ask somebody who's lost a loved one, or 101 things you should never ask a mom. And I really honestly saw one time that said 13 things you should never ask somebody who's a twin. Are there really that many things that are offensive to twins? My mom's a twin, I'm gonna ask her. Here's what it makes me think about. We live in a time where it's so important for people to have information, to have compassion, to understand each other. And are we letting that happen if we can't ask each other questions? You know what not being allowed to ask stupid questions does? It breeds more ignorance. So, if we want there to be less ignorant people, doesn't it make sense that we would answer their ignorant questions? Doesn't it make sense that we would educate people instead of telling people what not to say, what not to ask about, what not to be curious about? So I say, ask your stupid questions. You know you got them. I get that there are heartbreaking things that happen. I get that there are things that are difficult to go through. But do we really want to protect ourselves so much from a difficult question that we would prefer ignorance and that we would prefer distance from people than answering a difficult question, than answering a tough question, than answering a stupid question? What I think about stupid questions is that oftentimes the things that are deemed offensive are actually just a lack of perspective. So why don't you share your perspective with somebody? Why don't you share your story with somebody? Why don't you share your experience with somebody? When they ask you a stupid question, come at them with compassion, come at them with education, and maybe, just maybe, there will be less ignorant people in the world and less stupid questions. Then maybe we wouldn't have so many people who don't know how to be friends with somebody of a different race. Maybe we wouldn't have so many people who claim to love people but don't know how to be around those who are different than them. Maybe we wouldn't have so many people who are judgmental. Maybe we wouldn't have so much hate because we're willing to toughen up, take a hard question, take one for the team, and say, in your head, yeah, that's a dumb question, but I want you to know the answer. One of my favorite quotes says that to have compassion is to make somebody else's suffering your own. And I have a blog post about it. It's at lookatlifeproject.com. I really believe in that. I believe in making somebody else's suffering your own, and sometimes that means that you have to put up with what's offensive. You have to put up with what might hurt your feelings, with what might bring up tough experiences. If you're a twin and there's something I don't get that's super offensive, like, I don't want to offend all the twins out there, but I also got questions because I'm not a twin. So, excuse me if I don't follow the 13 things I should never say to you, because there are so many rules about what we can and cannot say. I'm not stupid, but I have some stupid questions. I say stupid stuff a lot. You can ask my coworkers, they'll tell you. So, Look at Life Project fam, I give you permission to ask me stupid questions, and I'll do my best not to get offended. If we can just get a few more people who are willing to start answering questions and stop getting offended, I think that we can make a difference. But for real, stop asking tall people how the weather is. This is stupid.